Hi everyone, I'm Amanda. Thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel. What I'm going to show you today are some of the collections that I have for my bullet journal. And these collections are specifically collections that you don't have to have a lot of artistic talent to be able to do it. Because if you're like me, you are obsessed or addicted to watching all those bullet journal videos on YouTube that are just gorgeous drawings and painting and all kinds of artistic ability that goes into people's monthly bullet journals. I mean, I love them, but it's also very intimidating because I can't do that kind of stuff. I want to have a pretty bullet journal just like everybody else, but I don't have that artistic ability, or not to that level. So I had to come up with some things that work for me to make my bullet journal attractive, but yet also doesn't require a whole lot of artistry. So I just set them inside my bullet journal, and then I'll move them to my collections part once we start. So the first one, I made a collection of Oscar-winning movies. This is basically a goal of mine, is to watch every movie that has been an Oscar-winning movie for Best Picture. Not Best Actress, but Best Picture. And so I created this spread. I went on the internet and I found all, the titles from the beginning of the Academy Awards to current, and then I created this page. What I did was, on the front, I just printed from my computer to my printer a picture of the Academy Award. It doesn't take any artistic ability at all to print it and cut it out and glue it on here. And I did on the back, I did another one, and this was actually a mistake because it printed the first time too big. And I just took it and said, okay, that's a mistake, but I just put it here and cut off the sides, and I love it. I think this is one of my favorite pages ever. And I just put a couple of quotes here. This quote here, from the movies, from their acceptance speeches. Everybody who's involved with this, I love you, I love you, I love you, everybody involved. And if you remember Cuba Gooding Jr., when he accepted his Academy Award, he was all like, I love you, I love you, I love you, to everybody. So I thought that was cute. And then on the bottom of this page, I put, you like me right now, you like me. And that's the famous quote from Sally Fields. A lot of people will say, you love me, you really love me, but it's actually, you like me right now, you like me. And then that's the first page of this collection, and it actually ends up being 3 pages just because there's so many movies. But on this page, the second page of this collection, I did the same thing with the stars. I printed them out with my printer and cut them out. And then this little film strip here is just a die cut that I ran through my Sizzix. I don't have to, draw it, and I probably could draw it. I mean, it's just boxes and everything, but I love the way it looks just like it is. And I didn't have to have any artistry for that. The next quote I have is, I'm just a girl from a trailer park who had a dream. That's Hilary Swank. And then I am king of the world from James Cameron. And of course that is from Titanic. And this quote here was from $1 Million Baby. Love that movie. And then on this back page, I just put stars in different places. Again, it's cut from I printed it and cut it. I have a quote here, why don't you just sit? Because I may never be here again. And that's from Julia Roberts when she got her award for Erin Brockovich. And the music had started to play, and she's basically like, you better just stop because I may not get here again. So, and then this moment is so much bigger than me is when Halle Berry won the Academy Award, and she was the first woman of color to win Best Actress. And I believe, I want to say it was for Monster Ball. So that is, I wanted to make sure I included that one on my collection. And then the last page of my collection, which has plenty of room for more, I put this here again is just a die cut that I ran through my Sizzix machine, and it didn't cut all the way through the reels at the top, so that's why it's cut off here, and I just made it look like it's you know, coming off the page, and I like the way that turned out. And then I just took my Tombow markers and just drew some lines, and that's it. And then this says, did I really earn this, or did I just wear you all down? And that's Sandra Bullock for when she won from The Blind Side. So that is my first collection of my favorite bullet journal collections that don't require any artistic ability. The next one is, I wanted to note the different places around town that I could go walking. And so I titled it Walk This Way. These little flowers here, I did draw those, but I printed them on the computer and then just cut them out. I drew them on paint. That's why they're not very neat. They're kind of wiggly and stuff. And then I decorated it with washi tape. That's another thing you can do to make your bullet journal stick out, and to theme it and make a collection is to use the washi tape. Like if I wanted to do another page for my Oscars, I could take some movie reel washi tape, which I think I do have some, or maybe some cameras or fashion or whatever I wanted, but that would, or stars, I mean, that would be great. That would be another way to theme a collection. This one is, I just put the different locations around town that I would like to start walking, and then I drew my leaves. I draw about one thing good, and that's leaves. That's it. They're not even that great, but that's basically all I know how to draw. And these little things are little things of grass, and they actually come from this sticker sheet, Plan and Go sticker shop on Etsy. And it's actually to remind me in my planner to mow the lawn, but I took those little grass strips and put them here because I thought that was cute. And then I have space on the back where I can add some more spots to walk. The third favorite one is this sheet I have of my favorite plant-based meals. As I said in my first bullet journal video, I've been following a vegan diet. I do not consider myself a vegan because I think there's so much that goes into deciding to be a vegan. It's not something to do lightly. It's not something you just get up in the morning and you say, oh, today I'm going to be vegan. So I don't consider myself vegan, but I do follow a vegan diet for my health, and it's been doing really well. So these are my favorite plant-based meals, and I just took some stickers from Etsy, and they were like the meal stickers, and I just wrote down different meals that I like or that I've discovered make really good vegan. For instance, fried pickles, you can make these vegan if you have your pickles and they're wet already. So when we actually dried them off a little bit and then rolled them in some vegan breadcrumbs. I think it's Crusties or something like that is the name. And then we bake them in the oven. There's no frying involved. So there's very low fat, and they are absolutely delicious. That's just one of the items. But when I'm making my meal plans for the week, or when I'm bored and I think, okay, what can I make? This gives me something to think about and what I might want to cook. And again, no artistic ability at all. I love this page. I think it's perfect, but it's a way, buying the stickers is a way for me to purchase somebody else's artistic ability. that makes sense and I can use it here. And I do know that a lot of places, a lot of shops on Etsy are now selling items for bullet journals. Like I saw one where you could buy a mandala for your mood or tracking. I've seen some habit trackers that you can purchase and different stuff like that. And this is a great, great time to buy them because, you know, this weekend specifically is the Planner Boss collective that weekend. So I've been all over Etsy shopping, but even so, even if it wasn't that weekend, it's very minimal cost to decorate your bullet journal. And this is not my last one. I got two more. So this is the fourth one. Is it the fourth one? Yeah, this is the fourth. No, I want to make sure I got them right. This 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is the fourth one. And this is my list of favorite authors. And this is one of my favorite pages because I just love it, because I love the doodle type aspect of stickers, which these come from Lily Henry. And it's a page, I bought a whole sheet of these and a whole sheet of these, and they're all different colors. But I keep track of all my favorite authors. And the reason I do this is because I will sit there and say, I have nothing good to read. And then I can say, oh, well, let me see if Lauren Weisberger has anything new, which is how I found The Singles Game earlier this year, and I've already read that. So, you know, Maria Semple, love her. Where'd You Go, Bernadette is one of my favorite books. So anyway, I love having this list, and it goes on to this side. I did not have enough stickers, so I have ordered more, and when they come in, I'll expand this list because I do have some favorite authors that didn't fit on here. But I absolutely love this. Again, I have no artistic ability in making this bullet journal list, but it looks better to me than just making a flat list. And it's something that I want to look at. It's something that I want to refer back to, and I just really, really enjoy it. And then the next one is something that I created to keep track of the Tombow markers that I have. I just went on to Tombow USA online and found their whole list of markers, their dual brush markers. And I colored in with the color of the marker where it was on the list, and then I wrote the number of the marker so that I would know which ones I already have. One of these purple ones I have 2 of, but I think it might be because the same color came in both of these kits, the primary and the brights. Those are the 2 I have right now. So I love this page as well, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put these into my bullet journal so you can see where they would fall. My first one is my books read list. This is where I'm going to put my favorite authors. So I'm just going to put my favorite authors in here. Then I have the books that I've read so far this year. And if I had it to do over again, I might do this with a sticker or something, you know, similar to that. But I had already made this before I started fooling around with the stickers. So, and then once this is over, I have, I will do 2018, etc. So that kind of goes in my book section here. And then next, I have my meals that I like, my plant-based meals, and that's going to go here. So I have at my fingertips my favorite plant-based meals, and if I need to go out, some healthy restaurants to try. Another thing I think would be good to go in here is restaurants that you know you go to frequently, what you can order that you know is vegan. I think that might be another collection that I do. The next one is the current movies I've seen. So I'm going to stick my Oscar-winning movies right here. And this, if I wanted to add more collections to this, I certainly could, because I could do Best Actress, I could do Best Director, Best Actor, You could do all kinds of different things like that. You could do even what's the Golden Globes, you could do the Emmys, whatever you're into, you could do that. I've seen some collections with Netflix series or TV series that you've watched, which I might do, but I haven't done that yet. And so I really love that, and it goes right with my movies, my list of movies that I've seen so far this year, right there. And then the other thing, I wanted to go back to my books because I am going to add to my book collection because I have my favorite authors. I've had books that I've read, but I'm also going to have collections of books that I read that are part of a series that I want to make sure I've read all the books. So specifically, I read the Sisterhood books from Fern Michaels. So I want to have some record of which books I've read because I always forget which one I've read and which one I haven't. So I thought it might be nice to have some collections of my favorite authors, which is here, but also the books they've written, and then mark them off when I've read them, and it would help me out to know what I still have available to read. The other thing I thought is I might do one for, since I like young adult books or children's chapter books, I might do one for Newbery Award winners or Caldecott winners and then track them when I finished reading them. That's just a couple ideas I have for my book section. And then in my health, continuing with the health section, I skipped over this one. Where's my health? My movies. Okay, here's my health one. So I got my healthy restaurants to try, and then behind it I'm going to put my walk this way page here. And then this one, the Tombow markers, I'm going to put up here with my doodles. So, and then if I decided, okay, wait a minute, I don't really want my doodles to be the first thing I see when I open my collections, so I can just pull them out and move them to the back. No big deal. You know, they look like they would go really well right there. I love this bullet journal system. I am so happy with how it turned out, and I'm just loving it. I will list all the supplies down below in case you're wondering what I'm using specifically. I do have another video that I went into my complete bullet journal process, so I will link that video below as well. Anyway, that's it. My 5 bullet journal collections that are my favorites that require little to no artistic ability because I have none. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to leave a comment below on some of your favorite collections, I would love to hear that because I'm always looking for ideas of what I might want to do. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching my video, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.